one of the things that's important to understand about an issue like homelessness is that homeless services in this country are already pretty heavily mediated by technology, which means AI has an automatic in. There's a tool called the VISPDAT, which is kind of the system by which, and in some, communities, they have what's called an HMIS, Homeless Management Information System, right? These are kind of the tools by which people seeking services and housing support get, prioritized or triaged for support. That's through the VISPDAT. And then Homeless Management Information System just manages their information and data, so it can be cross-shared across organizations, right? One of the problems, the VISPDAT was this combination of kind of innovations from different organizations, back in the 2010s. One of the problems is that these tools, tech tools and systems and formulas and algorithms we create embed biases and oversights in code, right? And when they get encoded, they become much harder to extract. So the organization that actually created the VISPDAT, it's called OrgCode, they have now disavowed it. And they have said this is no longer because of further discrepancies it creates, what they found was that it was basically prioritizing, homeless folks who were white over folks who were black.
That's crazy.
Which is not good, right? Yeah. Because it's self-reported sort of answers to self-reported questions about kind of the services they accessed and cultural differences and how different folks in different communities and ethnic groups responded to those questions, right? So they've now disavowed that system, but it's still very widespread. And as soon as AI comes into the fold, what then goes out of human hands altogether, right? I think this is a really critical point to take a hard look at the systems we're already using, like in a place like homeless services, and ask the question, is this achieving the outcomes we want? Because if we then introduce AI into this system, it could just accelerate the pace of the outcomes that it's already creating, which may not be what we want, right? So I think broadly, to answer your question, it could go either way. I think it's going to be a question of having people who are AI literate in those nonprofits who understand the implications of AI systems, who can then lead the way on responsible AI.